Hello students, today's video is just the continuation of velocity time graph and its applications. Okay, so this few problems are there in your book. I'm just try to explain these all examples. Okay, so first one is given that determine the displacement and acceleration from the velocity time graph. So we all know that the acceleration can be determined, velocity can be determined. Okay, displacement can be determined. So these two things can easily be determined from any type of velocity time graph. This side is velocity and this side is time. Okay, velocity is given in meter per second and time is given in second. This is the time axis. Okay, just above the time axis, all the thing you will get, all the velocity, all the displacement you will get, that is in positive, and below this time axis the displacement will be negative and the velocity will also be negative. So first of all, one by one I will just tell you that. Here you can see that three diagrams are there. Actually, if you just divide this one, the three parts are there. First one is this part is a one type of triangle. Second one is this part, this is one type of parallelogram, and this one is also one type of parallelogram. Okay, so here in this case, so I'm just talking about this part, the velocity or the displacement in, suppose if you talk about the triangle ABC. Okay, if you talk about this one, displacement, if you talk about, then displacement, we all know that if you want to find out the displacement of the body, then you have to calculate what? You have to calculate the area of the enclosed figure. So area of this triangle will be how much? That will be half into base into height. Base is how much? This is the base. So 0 is here, so 4. So that means 4. Okay. And the height will be how much? Height will be this much. This is the height. So height will be from 0 to this one is 5. Okay. So if you calculate this one, you will get 10. 10 what? 10 meter. 10 meter will be the displacement of this portion. Okay. Next one. In parallelogram displacement, parallelogram what? This one is, this is the CDEF. Okay, this parallelogram if you talk about, then here the displacement will be how much? That is, what is the formula? That is the half into sum of parallel sides into height. This is the formula. So here if you talk about that sum of the parallel side, which are the parallel side? This one is one parallel, this is, and this one, these two, this one and this one are the parallel side. So parallel sides, this is one is how much? This is 8, this is 5. So 3 plus this one will be how much? 9 here, so 4 here, so that means 5 into height will be how much? This is the height. This is height, means from here to there, that means how much? That is 5 only. Okay, so this is 5 only, so 5. So if you calculate this one, then you will get half into 8 into 5. Okay, so 4, that means 20 meter displacement you will get here in this portion. Okay, next one, in parallelogram, this one, this parallelogram if you talk about FGH, and if you give the name, this one is M, then M equal to how much? Here the displacement will be how much? Same formula, half into sum of the parallel side into height. So half sum of the parallel side means which one? This is one side and this is one side. These two sides are parallel to each other. Okay, so this one will be how much? 13 minus 9, that means how much? 4 plus this is how much? This is 10 here and this is 12 here, so 2 into height will be how much? From here to there, height will be this is the height, this one is the height, so 5. Okay, so you will get half into 6 into 5, that means 3, that means 15 meter displacement you will get. So if you talk about the total displacement of this one, then you have to definitely add 10 meter plus 20 meter plus 15 meter. Okay, so 10 plus 20, 30 plus 15, that means total displacement of the body will be how much? 10 plus 20 plus 15, that means 45 meter. will be the total displacement of the body, okay, through this graph. Okay, now the next one, suppose you are going to calculate the acceleration of the body, then what you have to calculate? See, this one acceleration means we all know that is velocity by time. We all know that acceleration is velocity by time. So each and every part we are going to calculate the velocity by time here. So first of all, through AB we will calculate, then through BD we will calculate, then through DE we will calculate, then through EG we will calculate, then through GH we will calculate, then HM we will calculate. Okay, these all velocity we will calculate here. So first of all AB part if you talk about, then in AB part, in the diagram you can easily see in the book it is given that velocity will be how much, okay, and time will be how much. Okay, velocity will be how much. Here this is the velocity, this part, okay, this part velocity is how much, 5. Okay, so this part velocity will be here, this one is change in velocity, you can tell that means 5 minus 0 divided by time will be how much, 3 minus 0. So 5 by 3 meter per second will be the acceleration in the AB part. Next, in BD part, okay, in the BD part you can see here that change in velocity is how much. Here this is the final velocity, that means minus 5. This is the initial velocity, that is plus 5. Okay, and time taken will be how much here through this journey will be how much, from 3 to this 5, that means time taken is 2 seconds. Maybe you understood that one. 5 is here final time, initial time is 3, so 5 minus 3 2, and the velocity will be how much, this is final and this is initial. So you can see here this one will be minus 5, okay, minus plus 5 divided by time taken will be how much, 5 minus 3. Okay, so this one if you calculate, then you will get minus 10 here divided by 2, so you will get minus meter per second square will be the acceleration through BD part. Okay, now if you talk about the DE part, okay, DE part you can see that constant velocity, that means uniform velocity you are getting here. Okay, no change. Here also minus 5, here also minus 5, so velocity is not changed, so change in velocity will be how much, 0. So acceleration through this part is equal to 0. Maybe you understood. Through this one EG part, okay, EG part if you talk about, then definitely the change in velocity, this is initial velocity, this point, that means minus 5, and this is the final velocity, that is plus 5. Time taken will be how much, here 8, here 10, so change in time 10 minus 8. So in EG part if you talk about, then you will get how much, the final minus initial, that means 5 minus 5 divided by change in time is 10 minus 2. So if you talk about this one, 10 minus 8, mistake, 10 minus 8, so plus 10 divided by 2, that means you will get plus 5 meter per second square. Okay, next one, in the GH part if you talk about, then velocity is not changed. Okay, this is a constant velocity, this type of parallel to this axis means constant velocity, so constant velocity means acceleration is 0. So here also acceleration is 0. If you talk about this one HM part, okay, here the velocity is how much, it starts from here, there is retardation you are getting here because velocity is continuously decreasing, so you are getting this 5 and this one is 0. Okay, so 0 minus 5 divided by time will be how much, 12 minus 13 minus 12, that means 1. So you are getting here the negative acceleration. If you add all this, you will get the result. So this is the first problem. Second problem is this. Second problem is that here we are getting some initial velocity, then the body is moving with constant with some accelerations. Velocity time graph of a body moving with some acceleration having some initial velocity 10 meter per second. Okay, so 10 meter per second means it will not start, this graph will not start from 0 onward, it will start from some height. How much height? 10 meter per second. This height will be here. Now in this case, suppose if you talk about, you are going to calculate the displacement or the acceleration of the body. So first of all we will just calculate the acceleration of the body. Okay, then we will calculate the displacement of the body, then you will calculate the acceleration of the body. So displacement, if you calculate here, displacement of the body we will calculate when we will calculate here. So individually we will not calculate, we will calculate the total one. So if you just see this one, this figure, this diagram, if you see, then this diagram will give you what? This one is one parallelogram. So what is the formula of area of the parallelogram? That is equal to half into sum of parallel sides into height. This is the formula. So in this case, suppose if you talk about, then what is actually that? If you give the name or anything, so here half into sum of the parallel side means this is one side and this is the another side. Okay, so in this case, so if you talk about this one, that here is 5. Okay, so total actually, so in this case this is one parallel side and this one is another parallel side. These are the two parallel sides, so this is one side. So 10 plus this one is how much? From here to there, that is 35, because 35 is the last mark here. So 10 plus 35, these are the two parallel sides, into height. Height means how much? Here you can see this one, height is how much here? This one is actually, this is the height, this one is the height. So from this one to this one is 5. Okay, so if you calculate this one, then half into 45 into 5 you will get. Okay, so if you calculate this one, you will get 112.5 meter will be the displacement of the body. Maybe you understood that one. Again I am telling this one, this is a parallelogram, so we have to find out the area of the parallelogram, because area of the any enclosed figure will give you the displacement of the body. Sum of the half into sum of parallel sides into height. Sum of parallel side means this is one parallel side, this is one side, this is one side. So these two sides are the parallel sides, into height. Height means this one is the height. Okay, so 10, 35 and 5. So if you calculate, then you will get the displacement of the body. Next one, if you calculate the acceleration of the body, then what you have to calculate? The change in velocity divided by the change in time. So actually if you see that velocity, final velocity is how much? Final velocity is 35, initial velocity is how much? 10, and the change in time is how much? 5 minus 0. So you can calculate from here 35 minus 10 divided by 5 minus 0. So if you calculate, that is 25 divided by the 5 equal to 5 meter per second square. That is actually the acceleration of the body. Okay, if you see this one is coming in positive, because these all are in the positive axis, that means above the time axis, so that's why. So in this way you can calculate the applications of that one. So if you, so many applications are there in your book, so you try that one. Okay, you can easily just solve this one. So first, when you will calculate the displacement, find out the area. When you will calculate the acceleration, just find out the change in velocity divided by the change in time. Okay, so thank you.